our beautiful Flosstubers. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We're actually just filming a little bit early, but this will probably be going up on Halloween. So we wanted to get in the spirit of things and just bring you a couple smiles. And so, yeah, I have my little spider web. I have my spider theme. So anyway, we are glad you are here. If you're new here, welcome. We don't always dress like this. And then there's no secrets about our... No secret, we don't have a secret life or anything. But, so welcome to, we're the SABLE Stitchers. SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy. And our goal is to create community and bring you a little joy. And as we talk about our stitching, a little bit about our lives. And so we're just glad that you're here.
We like to inspire you, make you laugh.
Yeah.
And enable a little bit.
I know, just a little, but yeah. So
maybe want to sell you a hat.
Yeah. Yours is more. I have hat envy. Yours is a little more, ornate than mine. Mine's just pretty simple, but
well, I'm just kind of that way.
So
anyway, I think we're cute.
Well, as long as we think so.
I don't know what you guys think, but we think we're cute. Yeah. See that the feathers are.
Oh yes, the feathers are flying. So you can find me on Instagram at Roberta Lyle,
and I'm at L Eisenberg Lenny.
And so it's been a couple of weeks. What's been going on?
Well, let's see. Our boys are finished their football season. They're in the tournament. Grant went out their first season, but they were 6-0, 7-0, and shutouts almost every time, so it was very disappointed that they lost their first tournament.
Oh.
Mason, he is injured.
Oh no!
Yeah, he had to have an MRI on his shoulder. They think he has a rotator cuff problem. He's out for the season, but they're going. They won their first tournament, and he's gone. Poor Luke. They had one win all season, but both varsity or junior varsity has asked for Grant and Luke for next year, so I think that's good. And Wyatt has his first gym meet in December, so anxious to see that. And our house is almost done. We got railings on the deck. I can go out on the deck now.
It's safe. It's safe for you to go out the door.
It's beautiful. I just can't believe what a little siding and paint can. Well, a lot of siding and a lot of paint.
Makes a big difference. It's not the way you want to spend money, but it does. It's good to see the results. So. And
you just came back from your retreat.
Just came back from Amana, Iowa, and I'll talk about that a little later. It's been really busy couple of weeks with being gone. For the various retreats has been fun, but it means that I have to come back and I have a lot to catch up with on work. So, been doing a lot of work, and then I forgot to mention this, but my husband's birthday was at the end of September, and one of the things, our older son likes to give us experiences rather than things, and so he gave us a gift certificate to do a tour, and it was a tour company that offers tours of breweries, distilleries, and wineries in the area. So we went on a tour that was one distillery and 2 breweries, and I was kind of thinking, we'll probably be the oldest ones on the bus. We'll probably be like everyone's grandparents, but we were happily surprised. There was 14 of us on the tour, and two of the other couples were like in our age range, and one of them owned an insurance agency, and it's all Knights of Columbus, and so he was taking some of his rewarding some of his top producers with kind of a weekend in Kansas City. And then there was another couple that was from Western Kansas who were kind of on a getaway, without the kids, an adult getaway, and they were also spending the weekend in Kansas City. So it was a really nice group by the end of the evening, and visiting a few different places. We were all really good friends, and
had some good beer.
Actually, I liked the gin at the distillery better. That was my favorite thing. So most of the women didn't drink a whole lot, but Yeah, we had a lot of fun, but it was kind of interesting. The last place we walked in was a brewery, and I've never been to any of these places before. And, it was not, I never even heard of them. And we walked in this brewery, and, there was this table towards the front of the room, and there's two couples at the table, and one of the guys is looking at us and, really scrutinizing us. And as we walked by, he said, "What are you all celebrating?"
Oh.
So I guess we looked like insurance people instead of like your usual like party beer people. I don't know what. So that was kind of funny, but it just made me think, it was fun to kind of be a tourist in our own city.
Yeah,
and
it's a lot of things that I've never done before.
Yeah,
Don't even
and
know it's here.
We always save it for like when you have guests in, and it's like, oh, let's go see, the Truman Library, or let's go see, this different kind of touristy thing. So it made me wonder if Lenny and I came to your city, what would you show us? What touristy things would you take us to? And
I'd like to know.
I know, that would be fun. So if you want to leave that in
And
your
you're
comments-
buying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So anyway, and don't send us a gift certificate. And so but we're just asking if we came to visit, where would you want us to see? And so I just thought, you just never know when you're going to take a trip and be somewhere.
Oh, and there's
say,
so many cities that
Yeah.
I have a niece and her husband, for their anniversary every year, they travel to a new state. So by the time that they have their 50th anniversary, they will have visited all 50 states for, I think that's, what a wonderful memory. I think I can think of 6 states, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, the only state I haven't been to is Washington.
Oh, so
we
you
went to
traveled.
Alaska last year. We did. I mean, when we had our camper, we went all over the country.
I think that would be. We said we wanted to get a streamline long time back when we were married in '71. We were going to buy a streamline. What do you call those? Trailers, and that's what we were going to travel in. And our 10th anniversary, we were going to go on a cruise. We were on a pontoon boat in the Ozarks. So, maybe we needed to lower our expectations a little bit, but we had fun. Well, did you get to eat lots of good food then?
No, it was just drinking.
It was just drinking.
No, the food was not included, but he had like chips and things on the bus. It was a really nice bus driver too. But that was a lot of fun. But then I do have a Clara-ism. Clara goes.
Oh yes.
Clara goes to daycare, and so she has like some of her friends. As they get older, they move to the next room, and so the next room will be preschool. And so now she's talking about next year, when it's her birthday, she's looking forward to going to preschool. And so in the meantime, she's taken it on herself to potty train some of the younger kids.
Oh, so she's doing it.
So after lunch, she'll say, and the teacher said after lunch, she'll say to some of the kids, you just had your lunch. Do you have to go to the bathroom? And then she'll take them to the bathroom and she'll say, it's okay. Don't be afraid. It's, you just had your lunch.
Oh my gosh. She's like becoming a little mommy.
So it's fun to see them growing and, a little more personality developing. And
that's cute.
And hear those fun stories about her. So.
Well, I was going to ask you because you've been on retreat and you've done this touring. And it's like, do you know why witches and goblins go on diets? Witches and ghosts go on diets.
No.
They have to keep their ghoulish figures.
Oh.
Just had to throw that in there. All right. What do we have here?
I was going to answer one question.
Oh.
Someone, I had mentioned in the last one about someone was saying they watch us and they couldn't leave a comment on the iPad. And thank you for all the people who mentioned it. I don't have an iPad. I don't know.
But it helped my husband because he says the same thing.
We had a couple of suggestions, and thank you for making those suggestions. Someone said you have to be signed into YouTube, and several people mentioned you have to make the image smaller so it's not in the full screen, and the comments will appear on the right side of the screen. Yeah. So I hope that helps. I'm not an expert, but that was what. Several people mentioned that. So and if you need some more clarification, well, I guess if you can't leave a comment, you can't view the comments.
I just call us.
right.
Okay,
so,
well,
Lenny, have you finished anything?
I think so. I didn't go on the retreat to Amana, so I had my own retreat in my own sewing room. And I got lots of stuff done, so I'd like to share them with you today. Are we ready?
I think we are.
All right. I got a couple of my skinny pillows done.
Very cute.
So here is, do we look alike? So there's my witch. And then this was still part of the kit. So everything came on the front. And then it also came with the back. And we got a little, put a little charm over the covering. So I got that one done. And then we'll go into the next season, which I didn't get my corners too good.
Stitching is so pretty on these.
Oh, thank you. So there's pumpkins. So, oh, these are so fun. These are so fun. So
see the little scarecrow on the back.
It's a little scarecrow and a button.
Oh my goodness,
on the
that's
back.
cute.
So I got that one done. And I saw this cute little, and I have the pattern here, this cute little Cardinal Christmas bird. This came from Hatched and Patched. I love that name.
Yes.
But a Christmas bird pincushion. So I got that pattern from that. And I mean, honest to goodness, that may have taken an hour, and that included tracing and cutting out.
Wow.
So very quick and easy,
So
just
it'd be
like
a cute
it
little
says.
gift
A
for someone.
very nice little gift. And I mean, and you could make it a bluebird. You could, you don't have to put a Santa hat on him, but he was just so cute. Okay, my very favorite people.
Oh, they are adorable.
Get them right. So I think I gotta go this way so they look at each other. Sebastian and Sally. I got them done.
So cute.
They turned out so cute. And then on the back, I have a little maple leaf and Made with Love and a 2022 on the back of that one. And Sebastian,
And a little acorn.
his little acorn and maple leaf on the back of that.
That's
so
adorable.
oh gosh, I was so happy to get these done. So,
Those are cute.
and then that was by Brenda Gervais, Acorns, Autumn's Acorn Gathering. So, and I know their names aren't Sebastian and Sally, but as if you heard before, I have friends or couples, and they all I give them names. So that was from
And
that.
that's on 28 Count Legacy.
28 Count Legacy, 2/2.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I didn't bring the pattern here, but I think these are from Lori Holt's Christmas. I'm starting to make little Christmas ornaments, because gosh, 70 wasn't enough. So there's the little Christmas tree, and then there's the little gingerbread. Oops. Little gingerbread. And then those are 25 count. Still 2/2, but
Cute.
stuffed in little, what do you call those? Charms. Gosh, Lenny.
I'm going to say a ticking, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, with like added little charms. Yeah.
And let's see.
Oh, a stocking.
I finished this
Oh,
one.
that's really pretty.
So, and that was just a simple board. I stained it and then just backed it with some material. And I think that's a Bit Creek pumpkin sampler. Yep.
Yay, Christine, alphabets.
Yay!
Oh, that looks like rickrack from behind. It was looking kind of like you had rickrack, but that's pretty.
So, anyway, that came from Bit Creek pumpkin flower sampler.
Okay.
And then, got some more. Trying to finish up my Halloween. I'm not going to get a whole lot done. Don't look at the back of this.
Done.
That was also Bent Creek Ghostly Manor, and I did that on 10 count. I think it's actually 4 over 1. But it made it fun. I was going to make it into a pillow, but I got this hanger from Etsy, and it just fits so cute. I just made a little messy bow and put a little charm on the back, and actually I did put a backing on it. I don't know if you want to show it or not, but we'll do it real fast. Ta-da! But you know what I did? I just glued it. So I wanted to get it done. I said no one's going to see the back. I just did a border, folded it over, and took a hot glue gun and called it done. So, but I think it'd be cute just hanging up like that. So you can see the boo. Cute. So
that is really fun.
That one, and then my other one that I'm working on or finished was Humble Stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished that one on a board from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure it was 50% off, and then
look at
but it had kind of a carved.
It has like a tombstone look kind of thing, but really.
But I thought that's something I can actually leave out. Yeah. I mean, I put a leaf up there at the top and on the sides, but they're just barely on, so I can take those off. So I got that one, and then I am doing a quilt by Buttermilk Basin, and this is block number 1. It's all wool, and I have the kit.
That looks great.
And so I don't have all the finishes on it, but I have all the material sold on it. So that's 1 of 12. This is January, so I've still got a lot to go.
Makes me realize I gotta get back to the Raven.
I'll show you too. Now this is something I started long time ago. A friend of mine.
I have that too. I have that
Do you have
underway. There was a stitch along for it.
Okay, well there's still another half to this, but I borrowed the book, and she wanted her book back. So I only got this.
Well, I sold the book and I had to rebuy it, so I have it if you ever want to get on.
But besides, I have a small dining room table, so this will be just fine.
Those are great colors.
But
this is
did
Blackbird Designs, right?
You know, I think it is, but like I said, I don't have the book or the pattern anymore. And
I think it might have been in 2 different books, but I'll look it up. I'll see if I can.
But I used just my stash out of that, so that was kind of fun. And then I think that's.
And then did you do a whip stitch for these?
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, whip stitch is kind of my favorite. I mean, I like the look of buttonhole, but like
it would be that's what I was doing. It's a lot more time consuming.
This is buttonhole.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have started with whip stitch, because now they'll all have to be buttonhole. But I love Maggie does buttonhole. I don't know why Lenny and Roberta can't do buttonhole.
Yeah.
I mean, not buttonhole.
Yeah.
Whip stitch.
Whip stitch. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what we said last time. Whatever makes you happy.
And I just wanted to show my book of days. I have a very happy October. So, and then I did have all these starts and all these finishes in October. So, a very good. Some were start and finishes all in 1 month. So, very happy. Okay,
You're always so busy.
So that's mine.
Emily's Bliss, that was a exclusive design and kit from Homespun Needlework on Facebook, and I finished it into a drum, which was one of the options, and it included the leaves and the little part to make the acorn. So I did it there was 2 different, you could use either, the cotton floss or the silk, and I did it in the silks. So,
oh gosh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. So, got that done. Very happy to have that finished. So, I think that is my big finish. Other than that, I have whips. But, you mentioned one of the other things I've done over the past couple of weeks is a friend of mine has an annual antique and craft show in her garage, and if I have permission, I will scroll pictures here. It's really, she does a really great job with it. She has several people who take part. I've taken part in the past. But I didn't
Beautiful,
do it.
you guys, just to walk around.
Yeah, it's like a little pop-up shop, and so a lot of talented people take part, and so I went on a Friday night and helped with that, and I always enjoy helping on that with that and getting to see people I only see like once a year, but yeah, so it's just wanted to share some photos from that, and if she has it again next year, I'll let you know.
Which would be her 20th anniversary, she said. So
Yeah.
we're all trying to tell her, yes, you have to do one more year.
Yeah.
I went and helped on Saturday, and she apologized because there wasn't too much left. I go, are you kidding? I'd put a few things in the show, not really knowing what they sell, and oh, it's beautiful, primitive. And I bought more than what I made.
Oh.
But it was so pretty.
So.
Okay.
All right. So WIPS.
WIPS. Okay. Why don't you start?
Okay. Well, actually, this is a finish, but not a fully finished. I showed the kit that I got at Boxwood Street for the sampler, and it also included the instructions for doing a bookmark.
Oh, we have more than box. Woo!
And yeah. And so I finished maybe.
Here.
Okay. I finished the stitching part of the bookmark, and then I just have to cut it out, and I don't know if it's going to fit on the original ribbon. I don't think I was supposed to do all the scrolly stuff around it, but I had room to do that, so I went ahead and
so
did
pretty.
that too. So that is on 18 count perforated paper. Then the other thing I was working on is I was hoping to get this done this year, October 31st by Barbara Anna Designs. And I did make a little bit of progress on this. And I got to, let's see, I did the pumpkin. I guess I have a little thread there. I did the pumpkin and some of the other little
love the
motifs
colors on
around by the cat. So sorry, I worked on this at the retreat, and so it's a little wrinkly, but I think it's on 36 count, and they didn't write what it was, but it looks like a little bit of yellow to it, like Heartland maybe, something like Heartland.
It looks good on
I think
it,
it's
though.
probably a picture of this plus linen. So, and then my final thing that I went back to, Brenda, Gervais, Caroline, Amelia, Trowell. I want to really finish this year. So I'm almost done with filling in the house, and at the retreat I worked on, let's see, I added
you almost got her done.
I'm not done. I have to add this flower, finish this flower over here, and I started working on the wording. So made some
Look at
progress on that, and this
That's
is on
beautiful.
40 count, I think, vintage light exemplar.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Those are my WIPs for.
Do you have any finishes?
Yeah, that was that.
That you
yeah,
finished. Okay.
That was mine.
Okay.
Are you rubbing it in?
No. Gonna hit me again. All right. Some of my finishes. And I was in quite the Christmas spirit. So this was a little freebie pattern that came from
so
Homespun with one of my orders. So I just couldn't help but work on that. So little Santa there. And this is one of St. Nicholas Prairie Schoolers. So I got it finished. I wanted to finish it, but I didn't get it done. And I have been working on this. It's 14 count, so that lets you know how long I've been working on it. But actually, I like it at 14 count. It's so, I don't know, it's just bigger.
That looks great.
It's beautiful. So don't underestimate 14
No.
count, because
Don't
this one's going
poo-poo 14 count.
this is going to be so pretty finished up.
Yeah, I think so. I
So-
really like him.
So those are my
It's great.
finishes, except for my FFOs, which I did get a lot done. I'm as far as WIPS, is that what we're kind of
Yeah.
doing? We have
Let
a
me put
lot
those
of
back in the bag.
Those, oh, okay. Gotcha. I tried to get the flight done. And I'm so close, and I probably will continue working on this because I just have, this is that one that I said I wanted to use half of the other half of the material, fabric. I just have to do the scissors and I think just a couple more stars and she will be done. So I'm going to continue working on this until I get it finished, but I won't fully finish it probably until next year because there's just not too much Halloween stuff left to, try to finish. So I will work on her until she gets done.
Yeah.
I think some of my keeps eating something.
The hazards of feather boas.
And I tried to get this one done. This is a Teresa Kogut. Gives thanks.
Oh, very cute.
Again, I started this when I first started cross stitching. So
oh, really? Oh,
so
that looks great. That has a lot of stitching in that.
So
Oh my goodness.
So I got quite a bit done with the needle in the middle. So I was trying to finish the pumpkin and the words last night, and then this part will be, that's the turkey feather. So I actually had waited for some thread to come in, and it came in yesterday, so I couldn't get that much done. So
Those are
and
called for colors.
It's called for colors, and it was some white 14 count that I coffee and tea dyed.
Oh,
So
okay.
that turned out really pretty.
It did. I like it on the. Of course, I always.
Autumn Lane, I haven't done any more since, so I'm not even going to show it, but I haven't done any more since I showed you the last time, but I'm going to keep working on it. Maybe do one of those, 24, what do these do, 24/7 or something. So I haven't really worked that much more on it, but I want to. This is because it's such a nice soothing stitch because they had the nice blocks of stitching, so I can bring it out when I just want to, but I haven't worked on it since our last Flosstube.
Okay.
And that was, so I guess I can go in plans. That was my Prairie schooler. Whoops, I lost my sexy bow. Split it out again. That's going to be new. And that's empty. This is I know you have this. I tried doing, this is a freebie from Hello from Liz Matthews. Like I said. Nope. Never mind. Sorry. So. And I'm doing
That's
this all,
cute.
and I bought some sulky.
Oh.
I wanted to try it with just one strand of thread. So,
And that's kind of iridescent, isn't it? Is it? No, I guess not.
I don't know. But I just think it's so delicate, and I love this color. What is it? 1271, I want to say.
That looks great on that.
Yeah, 1271.
That's really good coverage.
So, I think did I do it 1/1?
It looks like it's one.
Yeah, I think I'm doing it 1/1 on
okay.
25.
Oh, okay.
So.
That looks really nice.
So I want to finish that. I started last Christmas and didn't finish it, so I should be able to work on that. And I kind of brought out some of my ones that are almost done, so I could have them up for Christmas. This is my Wintertide Cardinal by Artful Offerings. So that's what she will look like, and I'm pretty close. She was one I didn't follow the colors. I was going to do my own, and I didn't write them down. So then I had to kind of match. It's on 28 count Legacy Lugana. But unfortunately, I finished it just enough to where I could figure out what I did to pick up the right color. So I've got this much done on her. She's so pretty. So I have just the top and the bottom and some snowflakes. So I didn't use the right color backing, but I think it'll turn out okay. Okay.
She's showing up really well on that.
She goes in there. And, well, I haven't really done any more on Rosa Sugars. She's going to be, I'm going to focus on her after the holidays, but she's going to stay nice and safe and warm in this little bag right here until I'm ready to work on her again. But, well, sorry. I guess we can do this when we do plans. But that was all of my WIPs that I'm going to work on, or have been working on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I guess
One more?
one more.
Okay.
Um,
Gives me time to try to gather my thoughts.
This is Lizzie Kate,
Cute.
November Flip It. And I pulled colors on my own on this one because I just have that one. And kind of hard to tell up from...
Well, the hat, yeah.
There we
You
go.
can tell the hat's up there.
Oh, well. Anyway, so...
Very fun.
And then I just have a couple November patterns.
Oh, you got Thomas.
I do have Thomas. Do you have Thomas?
No, I haven't caved on Thomas yet.
So there's Thomas. One year I'm going to do it. I know him. I know.
Well, now then you're going to need a female turkey too.
I know. Do they have a
I don't
Thomas?
so.
Thomasina? And Lindy Stitches
I like that one when it
strutting
came out.
along.
And I saw someone working on that at the retreat. It looks really great.
I just say I'm going to do it because I do a little Thanksgiving fall decoration before we start on Christmas, and I will do them. I just don't know when. Okay, so that was my WIPs.
Okay. All right, so I'll talk a little bit about the retreat, but also I wanted to let you know if you were interested in seeing Teresa Kogut in Lansing in April next year, that I got something. What do I have? I have another wild hair here sticking out.
A feather.
That is going to be, Annabella is going to be, last I checked, which I think was yesterday, she hadn't opened the registration yet. It's supposed to open the end of October, so I would guess any day now. So if you want to see Teresa Kogut, Annabella is hosting a retreat where she will be the featured artist in Lansing, Michigan in April. So go to Annabella's website.
She is wonderful.
I think it's annabella.net. And look for, and she has a page that lists cross-stitch retreats, and click on that and the registration button will be active for registering to attend that cross-stitch retreat. And then also I saw in the Addicts newsletter that they are starting registration for the Sampler Symposium. It sounds like if you're interested in the history of samplers, it sounds like it's a really educational and informative event, and so that registration was going live soon as well. So those are two upcoming retreats, but like Lenny mentioned, I just got back from Amana, Iowa, literally like 20 minutes before she came in the door, and it was a great retreat. I drove up with Christine Hollis from Hollis Hands Creates on Thursday morning, and we thought we made good time. We thought we were gonna, last time, we went out and shopped and then came in and like all the tables were full. So we thought, okay, we got there about 2:30 and we thought, okay, let's go in, put our stuff at the tables, and then we were going to run over and see some of the shops. And we walked in and it was like packed. It was packed, like we were one of the last ones to arrive. So we found spots. We ended up not sitting together, but that was fine. You go retreat to visit with other people, and so there was about 100 people there. The guest designer was Lori Markovic from La Di Da, and I will scroll some pictures here, but It started Thursday. The doors opened at noon, and Thursday was all just kind of informal stitching. They did, and dinner was on your own. So a group of us walked over to one of the local restaurants and had dinner there, and then came back and stitched until, like 9:30, and then left and checked into our bed and breakfast, and then came back Friday. And again, Friday morning was all kind of stitching on your own. Then we had lunch together Friday, and then Friday afternoon, I'm trying to think when it was. It was afternoon or evening that, I think it was actually Friday evening, then Lori shared her first project.
Here we go.
In the afternoon, she had opened up her pop-up shop, and so you're dismissed, because it's in a small room, you're dismissed by tables to go into her pop-up shop, and I'll insert some pictures of that here as well, her pop-up shop. And one of the things I got at her pop-up shop was this box, and it's...
You and your little boxes?
I know, I got lots of boxes, but it was that box, and then it included this project, this needlework book. And so...
This L for Lyle.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Lenny.
Yeah. We included that, so that was a lot of fun, and that's something that you put on the way they showed it, you put it on the inside cover of the book. And then our project was Autumn Rose Needlebook Kit, and this would fit inside the box.
Look at all the goodies.
Yeah, we got all of the linen and the floss for that, and the fabric for the backing. So that was our first kit from Lottie Da. And then on Saturday afternoon, she presented the bigger project, and that was one stitch at a time.
Look how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in color. I love when I love when patterns are in color.
Yeah, so I took they passed around the model. I took pictures of the model.
Beautiful fabric.
Let's see, I'm not sure. I'd have to look and see what this linen is. It's kind of like a little bit of a pinky undertones, brown with like a pinky undertones. But I'm sure it's 40 count linen, and then we got all of the flosses for that. So that was a lot of fun.
Colors are gonna be beautiful.
And then Saturday night, let me think. Friday, actually, also one other thing they did Friday was and this is optional. Some people bring a bag with like I think it's like a $40 gift, and so people exchange the bags. They just all put them up in front, and then Michelle will say, "Go grab your bag," and just grab a bag, not the one you came with, and what you get, kind of thing. So then people go around and they shared what was in their bag, and we all introduced ourselves and where we were from. So that was fun. And then Saturday, some people participated in the exchange, and I would say maybe a little less than half of the people brought an exchange piece. And so that it takes a little longer because they pick one at a time, and then the next person has the chance to either steal the piece that was, one of the previous pieces, or pick a new bag. And then if someone steals your piece and then you pick another thing, then you get to keep it. You only are stolen from once. But it was everything that people showed was just amazing. Just the finishes, everything was so nicely finished, and But again, there's a lot of people it was their first retreat ever, and some it was the first time at this retreat, and some people came alone to this retreat. And one of the things that Michelle said that was so true is that, retreats are what you make of them. And so for people who are willing to kind of put themselves out there and, be willing to, open up and share a new experience with someone, and, just say, "Hey, what are you stitching on?" And then, start a conversation that way or whatever. There's just a lot of chatter in the room, a lot of joy. I mean, I think everyone who came who was new felt welcomed and had a good experience. And, when you go down, one of the things there's two things I really like about this retreat that make it really unique, and that's, it's in an event center. So when it's time to eat, you go down into the
dining area, and there's round tables, and you can sit with someone different every time. And I encourage you to do that because I got to visit with a lot of different people and get to know people I hadn't met before, and that was just a lot of fun. And the food was really good. And then the other thing I like is that it is plunk in the middle of this small village, and lots of great shops, lots of antique shops. So you can just, and it was beautiful weather, so you could just, you can only stitch so long. And we could be there from, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. or later, whatever, if you're a night owl. And it's good to get up and stretch your legs every now and then, especially when it's a nice day. And, there's like a little chocolate factory, downtown. And like I said, an antique shop, a general store that just has all kinds of home decor and kids, kids gifts and, Christmas ornaments galore. And, so there's just a lot of really fun things to do, little, coffee shops. And so I really like that you can really get out there and have that little experience as well. So.
Okay. Now, I do have a little bit of a raffle.
I have that one.
Oh, I want to thank. Look at this one.
Isn't he cute?
Isn't
I
he
love that
cute?
border.
And
of course, I haven't started him, but
if you, the border is pretty small if, as a whole, but if you did him on a little bigger fabric, they would make really cute ornaments. But he's not a very big, 105 by 105.
Oh, I think he is so cute with those skinny little
I am
legs
so excited to start this. And so that's
so that is by as you can see, Birds of a Feather, and I think it is an older pattern. It says probably holiday 2002 maybe. I'm guessing.
but I saw someone on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Or Flosstube, I think it was someone on Flosstube was doing it, and I go, had to happen. And this one is from Doreen Jones, which I noticed that she has a whole lot of Christmas patterns, and I've never noticed them before. But I thought he was cute. So I'm going to do that one. And I know season's over, but I can't help it. Spookography.
That is so funny.
He says
I've never seen that.
I think this came from the Fat Quarter shop.
Okay.
And I like the alphabets, and I like Halloween, and so not this year, but he will go into my stash. So Spookography. And did I show this book? I don't think so. This is a new book that I got, Pick of the Crop by Buttermilk Basin. Oh my gosh, you guys. You're gonna look at this guy. You're gonna love this book. If you like wool. So anyway, I recommend.
So this is all like fall themed.
It's all fall.
Okay.
And there's another. And if you haven't tried fall and want to know anything
I think
about
I saw that book, might have been in the pop-up shop, or I saw it somewhere. Maybe I saw it at the Woolen Needle, but yeah.
Wool is one of the easiest crafts I think there is to do. But, and then, does this look familiar to you?
Yes.
Okay. I had to get this book also, except I didn't get it in the wool kit. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do it in fabric.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm taking it to our Stitch Club this week, and I think Rita's going to talk me into doing it in wool. So we'll see. But here's the back. This is what the quilt will look like when it's finished. And I know Roberta is doing it in wool. So it's just another beautiful, beautiful quilt. And that's all I had for haul.
Well, so I mentioned the pop-up shop, and one of the other things that I got at the pop-up shop, and I had not seen this book, and I kind of had to think about it, but it's called 57 Buttermilk Acres, and so this is a book with a lot of decorating ideas from Stacy West, and I loved it because I have some of these things and I just don't know that necessarily the best way to display them, and so I think there's just a lot of great ideas about how to take vintage things that you already own and just make, you know, really appealing displays. Just lots of, I think they said there's over 300 pictures in here, so I thought it was just well worth the...
You see things at the antique stores and it's like, I like it, but I don't really know how to put it together.
Well, I have like, you know, I have the tin boxes and I just, you know, don't necessarily know what to, you know, how to set them up so they have a pretty, you know, display. I have the open shelves like that, and so I just thought this would be a way to, you know, not necessarily, this is not necessarily about how to, you need something you need to add to your stash, but just more how to take what you already have and rearrange it so that it just looks really appealing. So
I tell you, if you are interested in seeing someone decorate beautifully, Daisy K. Primrose, she's got a Flosstube called Feather My Nest, or Feather Your Nest. But she puts things together, her and Ginger Scholl. Those two are just, I love to see how they decorate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very pretty. Friday morning, Christine and I went over to the Woolen Needle, and I think there's kind of a steady stream of us. It's about 20 minutes away from where our event center, and it's, I'll insert photos here. It's a store full of wool projects, and then they also have punch needle projects and then quilting things. But we go mainly for the wool, and so one of the things that caught my eye was they had these finished in both the dark
Are those
green.
wool?
Yes, those are woolly
Oh
trees.
my gosh.
And so I got the pattern, and then I also got the kit to make the white wool tree.
Huh?
And then someone was telling me, and then I kind of regret it because once we got back to the show, someone said, "Oh, this green wool tree had green and blue in it, and it added depth." So, you know, but I think you can order from her online as well. But it was like the perfect season to go there because I love the fall colors, and the fall displays were beautiful. You wanted to get every single fall kit there was, but I limited myself to one, and that was Turkey and Oak. And she had the finished model was hanging on a cupboard, and it is by Jerome Thomas Designs. So I just love the colors. I love
the colors
teal. I love teal.
Yeah, it makes it pop.
And so it came as a kit. She had it all inclusive as a kit. And then I also bought the floss for it. And this is not Baldani. This is Wonderful Pearl Cotton. And the difference is that it's mercerized, and there's like an extra twist to it. So what she said is it's a little smoother than Baldani, and also the variegation, like, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, but I don't want to really take it out and take pins. I'm losing it. That blue, they have that blue is on stitching on the tail feathers, and the variegation it changes over faster than what Baldani does. So it just makes it look, just adds a little more visual interest, I guess. So, and you know, we obviously like turkeys too.
I know. I do have to sneak in real fast. You know that floss that I had lost?
Oh yeah.
I found it. You'll never believe where I found it. Wasn't under the couch or anything like that, but I was just kind of getting things ready for today, and I saw this needle book that I had, thread bed that I had on the table, and I go, my gosh, that looks kind of fat. And I opened it up. Ow. There was my floss.
Oh,
so I didn't lose it after all. I found it.
I'm glad you found that. So now, those things do turn up. They have a way.
I knew they would eventually.
So.
I'm still looking for all my patterns from Lori Holt, all the little.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they will turn up
one day.
One of these days. I got a book. I always like to pick up a book on Amana when I'm there, and so I picked that one up in the general store. We'll enjoy reading that. Just fascinates me. So, and then I mentioned before I'm part of the Stitching Guild, Sampler Guild of the Rockies, and they had a silent auction in September, and I won an auto print pattern, Sarah Brazier, by Hands Across the Sea, and so they mailed that to me, and they had a lot of great samplers, or a lot of great patterns. They had supplies, they had kits, and but this was
Yeah,
kind of,
you
they
won a
had
raffle.
bucks in the past,
Oh, I
books in the past, so isn't that gorgeous? And then let's see. And then also one of the things Sampler Guild of the Rockies does is it has challenges too. It has a UFO challenge where you pick one of your oldest WIPs and tell them, and you turn in your name to the program director and say, I pledge to finish this by next September. And if you don't finish that one, you pay $10. You're fined $10, which goes to like sampler preservation, so it goes to a good cause. And then you also can make a pledge. They'll have I think they have 5 or 6 different designs, and you pick one of those designs and say, I pledge to finish that by next September. And that is actually Caroline Amelia Trowell was my design, one of the designs they had for the 2021 to 22 year, and so that was my
So how much
design.
have you had to pay for?
You don't have to pay for those.
No, I meant how
Yeah.
much. Have you
Well,
had to
I only did one whip. I only said one. That's Vintage Birds, so I still want to get that finished. But so this is the challenge. One of the challenge pieces for 2022 to 23. And it's the one I wasn't familiar with. It's called "Remember Me" by Heartstrings Samplery. So I got that, and
That's not the one that other people are. That's called "Remember Me." Isn't there another one that's?
Oh, wait, is that? I don't know.
I don't think that's the same one.
Okay, so anyway, I got the floss for that, and I'm working on kitting that up and planning to start that one early next year. And then let's see. I think that's it.
Okay. I have a big plan that I started last Christmas that is in my gingerbread, so I think you probably know what it is. I've had this again for over a year, and it's all the gingerbread, little house, country cottage needleworks, all the gingerbread little houses. So I've only done 1.5. Oops. So this is the one I finished. So this is going to be my main
That's cute.
winter. I'm just going to do it during the winter. It can't possibly be done before Christmas. And I have other things that I want to do. As a matter of fact, November 1st is which is in just in 2 days, I get to start Dancer. And I told myself that I wasn't going to start it until I finish this one fall, and I will have it done. So finally, I get to play. Okay, so that is my big plan, and plus everything else that I showed.
I saw.
It fell on the floor, and then my head got stuck. I forgot I had a point on the top of my head. I had a new couple. So
Oh yeah.
so these are the Halloweens, but I looked up all the
How cute.
I looked up all the colors in the floss. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, conversion, yes, and all I could find, and if you know of another but I could find Oscar and Olive.
Oh.
So Oscar and Olive Halloween. So those are that's my new couple. So I still have Jack and Diane, but sorry, I'm out of breath. Okay, I did have one more new that I'm so excited for.
Oh wow.
Did I show this? I didn't show.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I love it though.
Okay, Blackbird, and it's called Merry Christmas. I just love this. I even, believe it or not, look at the fabric.
Really?
I
Look
know.
at you.
I'm so happy.
Maybe
And-
getting up to 56 count or something
I don't.
here. You're
I think
leaving
it's
me in
4.
the
I
dust.
don't know, but I do think it's 4.
That is beautiful.
And then this is the bag that Roberta gave me. the last time she.
It looks like the same color.
No.
Almost. It's a little different.
So I have just three colors that I haven't. Oh, this came from Siggy's Closet. Everybody loves Christina from Siggy's Closet. And then these were the colors.
Oh my gosh, that's fabulous.
So I'm missing
Fabulous.
the blue and a red. So, but that's going to be. I knew I had something else exciting to show you.
That is
So
fabulous.
anyway, so that's okay. Now I'm done.
You're enabling me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love these. Someone was saying when we were coming back and talking in the car, we were talking about how blackbird colors a lot of times look springy, and these look springy.
They do look springy, and it's a Christmas pattern, but
on that dark fabric and everything.
so
and
I'm missing the blue on it.
I mean, you don't look at that and say, "Oh, that's spring," but that is their usual colors. So
So very, very muted, but so hopefully Quilter Station has it. So, sorry, squirrel.
okay. So we had giveaways from last video, and if you claim the giveaways from this video, thank you. I know we mailed a few things out, but one of the things. So I had this sampler, or this little piece from Hands to Work, and actually I saw this was one of the smalls made up into a smalls exchange, I think, over for the retreat I was at, and it was really, really cute. And so the keyword was joy, and the winner is Sue Fisher Reese. Sue Fisher Reese, your Flosstube name. So, and then Frosty, I'm doing Frosty as a giveaway. The winner of that was Joe Hilpert.
Hi, Joe.
And then finally the Heaven and Nature Sing by Teresa Kogut. This is a gorgeous sampler, and the winner of that is Mary Lou Asher. So,
Mary Lou, thank you. And then I had one, and it was stick. The word was stick. And yes, I can drive a stick. And the winner is Lynn Lone Star Stitcher.
Lone Star.
Lone Star Stitcher. Lynn Singleton. So congratulations. Hope you, if you can't drive a stick, you can stitch a stick. Stitch a stick. Okay. Sorry.
It's been a lot of starts and stops this time. So.
And then let's do
a giveaway.
we'll give those for those. Okay. All right.
Okay. So if you were one of the winners if you heard your name called for this, please email me. I'll leave my email below, and we will get those mailed out to you as soon as possible. And we appreciate you viewing. We appreciate you spending time with us. We enjoy reading your comments. And remember, we don't have a giveaway this time. We'll do it probably next. You do want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. So what's the keyword?
All right.
We do have a giveaway.
We do have a
this
giveaway
time.
because from the Plaid Moose. They were so generous and kind to send these to us, and I told them they have your items at their store. So if you win,
okay.
we need to, I guess, you can contact Roberta. Oh, I said win. Anyway, don't. But contact Roberta, and then we will pass on your information.
Okay.
To them, and then they will.
Okay.
Or
I wasn't sure how we were doing it, so.
they said that they would send it directly, so we didn't have to mail it.
That would be
So
really great.
again,
So
we have our
are they doing one or both?
one of each.
One of each.
So one of each. So if you're interested in the Santa, and he is so cute, say Santa. And if you're interested in the car, they're even numbered on the back.
I know.
So, and if you're interested in the snowman, then say snowman. And we will get the information to the Plaid Moose, and they will ship it from them.
So we will do that drawing in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had another joke.
okay.
Another joke. I actually had 2 jokes. Okay. Why do vampires find it hard to find friends? Have a hard time finding friends. They're a pain in the neck. And the last one, if your clock strikes 13, what time is it? Time to get a new clock. Okay, that was our funnies for the day.
So we will do another video in 2 weeks. If you and just remember, if you're entering the giveaway, don't say giveaway, don't say win. Just use those keywords because that's how we search for the winners. And yeah, and we look forward to, and then we will pass your names along to the Plaid Moose for shipping those items. And then I just asked you, remember, if you have other ideas about what touristy things you would show us in your town, let us know. We'd be interested in reading about that below.
We want to come visit
anything
you.
else you feel like sharing, if you have any feedback for us, we're happy to hear that. And if you enjoyed this video, if you don't mind liking and subscribing, we appreciate it.
And our fashion,
yes,
and our new fashion here.
Yeah, we're dressed like turkeys next time.
I am a turkey. Okay.
So yeah, we appreciate your time and hope you are having a great fall, and we will see you shortly.
Okay, bye guys.